Okay, let's discuss the objectives of the first half of the session. This entire workshop is being divided into 2 sessions, okay? In the first half, we'll talk about creative writing, and then in the second session, we'll talk about reading for meaning. That is your comprehension paper. So by the end of this first half of the session, participants will be able to get familiarized with each other and with the facilitator. This job is almost done. Some of you are still left. If you feel comfortable in the middle of the session, you can always share in the chat box. Okay, I'll go through your metaphors and then I'll give my comment over it. Now we are going to, at the end of the session, you will be able to describe various emotions as well as scenarios. Okay, we'll learn how to describe different sorts of personalities, their emotions, and some ambience places also. We'll also learn how to add colors and spices to our composition, okay, through figurative language. So that means we are going to talk about figures of speech also. Okay, and then I'll show you some funny posters and letters from which we are going to find out grammatical errors. Okay? So these are the objectives for the first half of the session. Okay. Now, if you're all here, we are going to watch a video. It's about Mr. Bean's first experience of traveling in an airplane, okay? I want you to very vigilantly observe all the emotions of Mr. Bean because we are going to talk about it later. All right, observe what he's doing, what are his emotions, and how is he behaving, okay? Since his facial expression to his body gestures. I want you to observe each and everything. So I'm going to share now the video with you all. Your first task is you have to name all the emotions which were experienced by Mr. Bean. Think about it, okay? Take your time. Take 1 minute. If you have to write, please list down. List down the emotions that you think or you have observed Mr. Bean experiencing. Okay, take your time, 1 minute. All right, yes. What were the emotions experienced by Mr. Bean?
He was excited. He was mischievous.
Okay. He was excited, all right. And?
Then he was horrified.
He was? Oh, Zunaira, I
He
think
was horrified.
Yes, he was horrified. Zunaira, is this you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so your mic is working now?
Yeah, fortunately.
Okay, good, that's good. Yes, he was horrified, he was excited. Okay, what else, Abdullah?
Finding ways to keep things interesting.
To keep things interesting, okay. All right. Okay.
He was
yes,
confused as well.
He was confused. Good. Ashraf?
He tried to cheer the kid up.
He was trying to cheer the kid. Very good. All right. Now, your next task is, now you have to describe his action emotions. Now, those who said he was excited, he was furious, he was confused, you have to describe his actions. What actually made you think that yes, he was excited, yes, he was furious? Okay, Think about it. Again, take 1 minute. Think about his actions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, Ariba, let's take a start with you. So you said he was excited?
Yes.
Okay, describe his actions.
He was flipping his ticket at his neighbor passenger. Like he was
Again, loudly, Ariba.
He was flipping his ticket at the neighbor passenger.
Exactly. He was showing off. Okay, very good. Okay, Abdullah,
Yeah.
describe his actions. You said that he was making up plans.
Yeah. He was finding interesting things or interesting movement to make other people entertain.
So what were his actions? What were he doing?
Like that. Like the chips packet.
Okay, was it really chips? What was inside?
Like he was trying to make other people satisfied and entertained, but the other people were not getting satisfied by him.
All right. So he was actually playing tricks,
Yeah, I guess.
various funny tricks to entertain
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes, Ashraf,
Yes.
describe his actions.
He tried to cheer the kid up by blowing up the paper bag and popping it, but that caused him to freak out because the vomit, I
Exactly.
think.
Yes, it was. Please continue.
Yeah. He was sitting in the interrogation room and he was clueless what is going on around him, so he was confused.
Okay, he was confused. You are right. But his actions.
Yeah, I told you, na? He was sitting in the interrogation room and he was clueless what is going on around him.
How did you get to know that he was clueless?
He was sitting in the interrogation room and looking here and there at the
Yes,
policeman, like what is going on and all that. So he was
exactly. He was
confused.
looking here and there. Very good. So that means if we want to describe any action, see, this entire video did not have any dialogue. Okay, he was not speaking at all. No conversation was there. So which we could know that he was angry or he was furious or he was confused or he was entertaining somebody, he was excited. There was no conversation at all. Even then, we all are able to identify his emotions. Okay, it was because he was able to describe all those emotions on his face, through his body gestures. Okay, can you tell me, once he was very afraid also, there was a moment when he was very afraid. Can you tell me
Can I?
which? Yes, please.
Yeah, when he saw the gun with the policeman was having, so he ran away. He was afraid of it.
Okay, and when
And
he was yes,
he was widening his eyes and his eyebrows were raised a bit, like what's happening? He was a bit
exactly. And when he was cordoned off, what was he doing? When he was cordoned off, when he was surrounded by all those 4 police officers, how was he feeling? What was he doing?
He was shaking.
He just made a
Very good.
yeah.
He was shaking. He was trembling. Okay, this showed that he was very afraid. All right. And how did you get to know that he got attracted by the gun of the police officer when he saw it first and he made up his mind, showing off that he also has a gun? What was his gesture? Did you look at his facial expression when he watched the police officer standing and the police officer was talking to his other partner and he watched him first and then he watched his gun. What was his emotion, his facial expression? His eyes got opened. Okay, yes, Tariq, what have you understood? Have you watched the entire video?
Yes.
Did you find it funny?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So can anybody explain the facial expression of the last scene of Mr. Bean? That was the funniest. Can anybody explain? What was he doing?
He was
trying
mimicking
to
his photograph on his
Yes,
iPad.
exactly. And did you look at the
He tried to show
photograph
him,
of
no,
his...
it's just...
What?
He tried to show the policeman that it's me. It is me.
Exactly. All right. So what are we going to learn now? That if we write a composition, okay, so should I supposed to write, for example, if I'm writing a story, am I supposed to write that Tom was very angry, he was very frustrated, he was very afraid? Do you think reader would be able to imagine the same scenario what I am imagining? Will that be enough? Until unless I paint the entire picture of Tom, how was he behaving, okay? What was his body gesture? What was his facial expression? Until unless I do that, my reader won't be able to imagine the same thing which is there in my mind. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we are going to learn right now is that if we want to describe a person, okay, 3 things we need to take care of. Number 1, their facial expression, okay. Number 2, their body gesture, and number 3, their voice. Now there's a very short video which I'm going to play right now, okay, which will give you clear idea of why we are supposed to show what our character is doing, what our character is feeling, instead of telling that my character is angry, he's frustrated, he's excited, he's happy. We need to show, okay? It's a strategy of composition which says show, don't tell. Okay? But my folder is not here. I have to open it here.
Today you're going to learn a writing strategy called Show, Don't Tell. Using this strategy, you can make your writing come to life in your reader's mind. Writing, "He was happy," doesn't give your reader a clear idea of what your character is really feeling. You want to show them. Think about his face, his body, and his voice. Using Show, Don't Tell, you can help your reader to really imagine the situation, like this. Really try to visualize what your character looks and sounds like. His smile broadened from ear to ear. He clapped his hands together and jumped up and down with joy. He giggled and squealed with excitement. Now you are showing, not telling, your reader how your character is feeling. Let's try another one. Instead of telling your readers she was angry, show them. Again, think about the face, body, and voice. When a person is angry, how does their face look? Her cheeks turned red and her eyebrows narrowed. What does the rest of her body do? She clenched her fists and jammed them into her sides. How does her voice sound? She growled at me through clenched teeth. Now your reader can really picture how angry this character is, and your writing is coming to life. When you use the strategy show, don't tell, your writing will be more creative, engaging, and more lively. Your reader will love to imagine your story in their own imagination. Next.
Right. So, what are your comments over it? It's a refresher for Arisha and Ariba, Zunera.
Yes.
Okay, so I hope you remember what we talked about it.
Yes.
So what have you understood? Sharik, what have you understood by this video?
That we have to paint the pictures in the reader's mind.
Very good, to paint the picture. And what are the three things which we need to take care of?
His facial expressions, his body gestures, and
his voice.
The voices he
his
makes.
voice.
Very good, the voice he makes. Good. Okay. Now, I want you to describe the picture, okay? And I want you to describe the person who is holding this little man. Look at his facial expressions, okay? And then tell me. What is he feeling right now?
Proud or maybe arrogant.
Arrogant, very good. He's arrogant. Now, what makes you think? Now, when we see he's arrogant, it's a telling sentence, okay? We have to show it now. How can we show? Now, let's start with facial expression. Look at his facial expressions. Look at his eyebrows.
He's just smirking.
Yeah.
Very good. He's smirking. A very evil smile. Very good. Okay. Ariba.
Narrowed eyes.
All right. Good. Ashraf. When people feel arrogant, how their facial expressions change. Yes, Sharik. They raise their eyebrow, one eyebrow raise, chin up. All right? Okay, what about body gesture? If a person is arrogant, how would you tell that he is arrogant? What about his body gesture?
He's a stiff.
Okay, he'll stiff, back straight. Okay, Ashraf. His shoulders would be raised. What about his voice? Will he be stammering?
No.
If a person is arrogant, what he would be doing? How would he talk? How would he communicate?
Like they're so sure of them.
Very good, very confidently. Okay, that they are always right. Okay, they would talk as if they are always right. Good. Now this is how we describe a personality. Okay. Now, what if we have to describe a situation, a scenario? If I ask you to describe a desert, how will you find the situation in body gesture? What would we do if we have to describe a desert?
Like we'll describe the environment.
Very good. Do you still remember the
plants and all?
Again, please.
We will describe the facility for there.
Very good. Okay, now I'm showing you another picture. Now this is a really very dash room. What room?
Messy.
Messy. Wonderful. It's a very messy room, but it's a telling sentence. If I write in my composition, the room was very messy, will I be able to create this picture?
No.
No, not at all. Never. My reader won't be able to imagine the same picture which I have in my mind. Now, this is the picture I have in my mind. What will I write for my reader to draw the same picture?
Lazy.
Who is lazy?
Those playing the guitar.
Okay, my character. Let's suppose that this is the room of my character, Tom. Okay, he's so into his own world. He's playing guitar. Okay.
Maybe I can try. Books were out of their shelves all over the floor. The snacks were out. The waste of snacks were on the floor or something like that. You describe it.
Very good. So there are steps of describing a scenario, just like there are steps of describing a personality. Similarly, there are steps of describing a scenario, which is called see, think, and wonder technique. All right. Now, the first step is, what do you see in this picture? Just like you said, stack of books, leftover food all over the place, empty cans, broken things, torn pages. Can you tell me some of the things which you can see? Come on, start telling me the things which you can see.
Bus,
laptop, car, telephone.
Okay, not only the name of the objects, you have to attach one adjective to it. For example, I said broken toys, torn pages, leftover food. Okay, with every object, you have to attach an adjective.
Open laptop.
Okay, open or unattended laptop. Nobody is using it, see?
Yeah.
All right, good. Next.
There are posters over there as well. So what we can say about it?
You could say loosely hung posters because they are not properly attached.
Not aligned as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
But the bookshelf over there is well organized.
All right, bookshelf is well organized. What does this show?
He doesn't touch books or read them.
Yes, he is not at all interested in books at all. That's the reason the shelf is very neat and clean. What is he interested in?
Music.
In video games.
Very good.
Video games,
playing the
guitar.
TV, cartoons.
Very good.
Posters.
Exactly. Other than books, he is interested in all other things, in food, in music, in videos. Okay, now this is all, now we have started thinking. See, I asked you what is he interested in. So you people have started thinking about him. And I think he's interested in music. I think he loves food.
Cartoons, video games.
Cartoons and video games. Very good. Now that is step number 2, thinking part, okay? Now what if we have to wonder about this picture? For example, I wonder where his mother is.
Outside of the house.
Okay, you don't have to answer my question. You also have to start wondering about things, because if the room is so messy, people start wondering that is the broader spectrum of the picture. Now, come on, start wondering about it.
This room hasn't been cleaned for months.
Okay, now this is thinking part. I think that this room hasn't been cleaned since months. This is thinking part. Start wondering. Now, if you want to convert this into wondering part, you would say, I wonder when last time somebody has cleaned this room. Okay, this is how we wonder. We start wondering. Yes, come on. Ariba, Arisha.
Yes.
For how long he haven't? I wonder how. For how long? I wonder for how long he haven't cleaned his room.
Okay, good.
I wonder how long did he last study?
I wonder when did he last? Okay.
I wonder how much he eats junk food.
Okay, I wonder how much he consumed junk food.
I wonder why is he so lonely? Like he has no one around him.
Yes, why? How? I wonder how he lives so alone. Where are his parents or family members? Why is he not under any supervision? Okay, now see, this is how we describe scenarios. Okay, so 3 steps of describing a character. Quickly name them.
See, think, and wonder.
Wonder.
No, of describing a character.
His facial expressions, his
Facial
body
expressions.
language.
Very good. And
Body language.
Voice, body language, facial expression. Very good. And 3 things, 3 steps to describe a scenario is?
See, think, wonder.
See, think, and wonder. Okay, I hope you would remember these 2 techniques, okay? They are going to help you in all sorts of composition, be it narrative, descriptive, even directed writing if you're writing an account. All these techniques will be helpful for you. All right?
Yes.
Good going. Now, we are moving on to the next step of creative writing. And I'll show you 2 different paragraphs now. And we'll see how they are different from each other, okay? Read this first paragraph.
Miss?
Have you read the first paragraph, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now read the second one. All right, done?
Yeah.
So which one is better?
Second one.
The second one.
Second one.
Okay, why is that so?
He's
Because
driving
it's
the
more
Full
detailed.
of
scenarios really
expressions.
nicely.
Okay, all right, one by one. Yes, Sharik?
It's full of expressions.
It's full of expressions. What sort of expressions did you find?
Like he says thumb when the children bumped. And
Very
he
good.
also compares many things to something else. Like he uses many similes.
Very good. Yes, Ariba.
It describes everything in detail, like those marshmallows and strawberry things. So it gives a wider picture to us.
All right. Yes, Ashraf.
We can get a better picture, clearer picture.
Okay,
The
it's
reader.
clearer, it's better because the person has used what? Now, who's going to tell me that terminology?
Figurative
Figures
language.
of speech.
Very good. Figures of speech. It's full of figurative language. Okay, a lot of figurative language. Now, can you identify one by one? Each one of you has to identify at least one figure of speech. Let's start with Zunera. Zunera, just identify any one part of speech, figure of speech, sorry.
Simile, I guess.
Where is it? Identify it.
Okay.
You have to be quicker.
They had cheeks like strawberries.
Okay, they have cheeks like strawberries. Very good. Simile. Ariba, next. Everybody be ready with your figure of speech. Yes, beta Ariba.
I guess personification maybe, because at the end it says unicorn land had been real. This surely would have been it. So
Do you think it's a personification?
I don't know what to call it, but it is something.
Okay, when we exaggerate something.
Hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Yes, very good. Very good. This is hyperbole, okay? When we exaggerate. If unicorn land had been real, this surely would have been it. Now, this is exaggerating. Okay, good. Arisha, next.
I need to think.
Okay. Sharik.
Little angels.
Little angels, they are what?
Children.
No. I mean, what figure of speech? Oh, Zunera, are you Sharik? Let
Sorry.
Sharik. Yes, Sharik. So little angels are?
Metaphors.
Metaphors. Very good. Yes, Ashraf.
Potato faces.
Potato faces. This is again?
A metaphor.
Metaphor. Can somebody identify electrician?
Fetched from farms and feet. Freshly
Very
fetched.
good. Freshly fetched from farms. This is electrician. Do you all know what is electrician?
No, I don't know.
Okay, Ashraf, electrician is when we start all the words of one sentence with same alphabet. See, freshly fetched from farms. Okay, live long life. They are called electrician. All right, Ashraf?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, can anybody identify onomatopoeia?
Thumb.
Very good.
Thumb.
Thumb. Now, do you know what is onomatopoeia?
Yes, a sound. When you write about a sound of something.
Very good. When you
Like
write
the clock
about
was ticking, something like this.
when it's tick tock, that is onomatopoeia.
Yes.
Okay, it's when it says boom, that is onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Okay, when it says shh, that is onomatopoeia. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so first step was to describe character and scenarios with full details using those techniques which I told you. That was step number 1. Okay. Now, step number 2 was to add a lot of
Figures of speech.
figures of speech. Very good. Just look at the difference. If you are not going to use figures of speech, your paragraph or your composition would look just like the first one. And if you add figures of speech, just look at the vast difference it's going to create. Okay, so obviously you would like to create an impression over the examiner by writing just like the second one. Am I right?
Yes.
All right. Now moving on to the last step of creative writing.
Miss?
Yes, Sharik.
It's not me.
Sorry, who said? Somebody said
me,
miss.
Abdullah.
Oh, Abdullah, I can't see you at all. Are you here?
Yeah,
Or you have just joined?
I was here.
Oh, so sorry, Abdullah. So I missed you out on a lot of discussion. Yes, Abdullah, would you like to say something over it?
Yeah.
Please do so.
The first paragraph maybe is better because it's short and understandable.
Okay. Do you think you will get over it?
The second one is interesting and good for writing in the speeches or like in essays, but the first one is really good to say in speeches and dialogues.
Okay. See, if you are saying that the first one is easier, yes, you are right, it's easier, but examiner would definitely compare. He will definitely give you the marks because there is no grammatical error in the first paragraph. You will get marks. But do you think this first box stands for A star in CAIE?
No.
No. So what about the second box?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. And our motive is to score A star or at least A. Okay. So we will try our best to add as many colors and spices as possible. All our skills should be used so that we create something, a paragraph which can score us A star. All right, Abdullah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. When I'll take the break. Okay. So these are the figures of speech, simile and metaphor. We use both of them to compare. However, the difference is in metaphor, we name the person as it is. For example, remember the first ice-breaking activity we did?
Yes.
Somebody said, I'm water. Somebody said, I am prism, candle, okay? Snow White. But simile is, we say you are as smart as Einstein, okay? When we use the word as or like, that is simile, yes. You are just like my little brother. You are just as naughty as my little brother. So that is simile, okay? Personification is when we give life to something
Living.
which is non-living. Very good. That is personification. The wind is growling at me. What is it?
Personification.
Personification. Very good. Alliteration, we just talked about it. When the words of a sentence start with the same alphabet, it is alliteration. Onomatopoeia is the voices, sounds. And hyperbole is exaggeration. What is idiom? Any idea? What is idiom?
Yeah, Miss, the idioms is a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words, like expression, set phrase, set phrase, turn off phrase.
Uh, you mean emojis? The symbols?
Language, mode of expression, style of speech.
Okay, no, can you give me some example? Can anybody give me an example of idiom?
Crying over spilt milk.
Okay, very good. To cry
They were
over spilled milk. Hmm?
they, they were both working in a new impression idiom.
A piece of cake?
Sorry.
To let the cat out of the bag.
Very good. Don't let the cat out of the bag. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Are these idioms, guys?
Yes.
Are these idioms?
Yeah.
No, they are not.
Yep.
Think about it.
There was something like a French letter leaf something, I guess.
Sorry?
A French letter leaf or something like that. I don't remember.
Good. So what are these things? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. What is that?
Don't invest in one business.
Yes, what are this? These are idioms? Are these idioms? These are called proverbs. Okay, they are not idioms. When there is a lesson given in such statements, they are called proverbs. They are not idioms. Okay, but when the words are used and there is no lesson, that is actually idiom. All right. For example, blow a fuse. Fine. Cold feet. These are the examples of idiom.
A dime a dozen.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so that is idiom. That is not proverb. But when statements give you lessons, morals, then they are called proverbs. All right, now let's quickly move on to, okay, now this is figures of speech. There are again videos. And here is the link. Let me share this link in the chat box with you all. Have you received the link? right, everyone? I have shared 2 links with you. But don't watch them now. Okay? Do watch them in break time. Within few minutes, we'll have a break. You can watch it then, and then there's a quiz over it. All right, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are moving on to the last thing. The first step, I'm revising again to describe character and scenarios in detail. Second, to add figures of speech, okay? To add spices and colors in your composition. Now, the last step, the third step is that we must write everything in correct grammatical order so that our reader gets the clear idea. Now, look at these pictures. You would laugh on it while reading what the text they have written, okay?
The spelling of allowed is wrong. It should be ALLOWED. It should be
Very
allowed.
good. Yes, it should be that allowed.
Allowed.
ALLOWED. Are you all getting it?
Yeah, it's not something like really high voice or something. It's saying
Yes,
it's
because of
not a
course,
permission given.
exactly, while smoking, obviously smoking does not have any noise, so it cannot be
Yeah.
disallowed. Okay, now
Yeah.
look at the second picture. Sharik, you are going to tell me what's wrong in the second picture, okay?
Okay.
Okay, does it make any sense?
They have to put a comma.
Exactly. So there are 4 different categories of people. Yes, Sharik, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So this advertisement should be
Points. They should be written in points.
okay, maybe in points or maybe with commas, you know, for disabled, comma, elderly, comma.
I have the written thank you for shopping with us.
Yes, thank you for shopping with us. Now just look at the toilet. How can a person write thank you for shopping with us?
Yeah.
So
What
it's
if
not
it's a toilet in the mall?
even then.
What
Do
if
you
it's a public restroom?
no?
What
Even
if
if
it's in a
it's a
mall?
toilet in a mall, even if it's a toilet in a mall, do you write it on the toilet?
We don't shop in toilet.
Exactly. All right. Okay, moving on. Ashraf, you are going to tell me what's wrong in this picture.
Important.
Important.
Important is not a word.
Very good. So what should be here?
Are more important.
Are more important. Very good. Okay, Ariba, next one.
The spelling should they should be capitalized in the beginning.
Ariba. Abdullah, not you, Ariba.
Oh.
Abdullah, you are very quick. Yes, Ariba. Horrible chief minister. It should be
HORR.
Honorable.
Ariba, you there? Yes, okay. So this should be honorable, not horrible. Okay?
Yeah.
Though by heart we would really like to say horrible, but obviously we cannot write horrible. It should be honorable chief minister, okay? Okay, Arisha, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, next one is for you.
Okay. Garlic gently open. New owner.
They're making
Yes.
us try their owner.
Exactly. So what we should do? What should not be here? What should be removed from this ad?
Owner.
New owner should be removed, right? So try our new gluten-free. Gluten-free new owner. All right. Okay, so Abdullah.
So they should remove the pedestrians.
Abdullah, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's wrong in this?
They should remove pedestrians.
Okay, very good. Or there should be some full stop or exclamatory mark. Caution pedestrians, exclamatory mark.
There should be exclamatory mark after caution.
Very good. And then
there should
be should there be S after pedestrian?
No.
Yes, there should not be any S after pedestrian. Caution, exclamatory mark, pedestrian. But pedestrians get wet when slippery. What?
Aren't pedestrians flowers?
Do you know what pedestrian? Do you all know what is pedestrian? Who walk on the footpath are called pedestrians. Okay, so are they really talking about pedestrians or the footpath?
The footpath. So I say they should remove pedestrians.
So there should be an exclamatory mark after pedestrian, I guess.
Pedestrian should not be here.
Okay.
Right? All right. Ariba, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Ariba, this is for you. Tell me what's wrong in this statement.
Okay, let me.
Yes.
There should be a comma after land.
Okay, very good.
And there should be a comma after since too.
Very good.
And I guess that's it.
Okay, is there anybody who would like to identify any other error?
Yeah, me.
There should be an apostrophe S after week.
Very good. Apostrophe S after week.
Week.
Okay.
There's one more.
Yes, Abdullah.
Sanction should be removed, and sanction should be removed and put allow. Please allow me 1 week leave.
What's the difference in section and allow? What's the difference? Don't you think it's the same thing?
Yeah, but it's not that balanced sentence like.
Okay, it's not balancing.
Yeah, like with the other words.
Okay, you mean with me, right?
Yeah.
Very good. If you want to use the word sanction, it should be please sanction a week's leave to me. Okay, we cannot write please sanction me. You are very much right, Abdullah. Or if you want to write me, then we have to write please allow me. Okay, there is one more thing.
Oh, please
There's no need to write. Yes, please let me. Please let me what?
Please let me have 1 week leave.
No, I think so. Either you write allow, or
Yeah.
if you want to write sanction, then we must write please sanction a week's leave. Okay? There's no need to write one. We
You
should
can also
always.
write grant.
Very good. We can also write grant. We can write allow. We can write sanction. They are all for permission, to take permission. But instead of one, we should write a. So this should be since, comma, I have to go to my village to sell my land, comma, along with my wife. Please sanction me, please sanction a week's leave to me. Okay? All right, Sharik, this is for you now. Next one.
What?
As I want to marry my daughter.
As I
As
want.
As I want to arrange my daughter's marriage, please grant me a week's leave.
Okay, anybody else would like to try?
Me.
Hmm?
As I'm getting my daughter married, I think.
Okay, very good. Or as my daughter is getting married. Okay, as my daughter is getting married. Good. We'll quickly move on to the next one. Arisha. Oh yes,
She left.
Arisha. Yes, she is left. Okay, Zunaira, quickly do it.
The headache is pain shouldn't be here, I guess.
Very good. Because head pain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's it?
that's it. So you think that as I'm studying in this school, I'm suffering from headache is fine. This school
No,
is
actually,
giving us headache.
I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
In this school shouldn't be here.
Okay. Do you think this entire statement should be here? I'm studying in this school. Is it necessary to write this?
No.
No.
So this should start with as.
As I'm suffering from headache, please grant me 1 day leave.
Okay. Again, we'll not write one. We'll write a. Then
Yeah.
apostrophe s, a day's leave. And everybody,
Yeah.
remember, whenever you use the word suffering, never ever use the word from. Okay, with suffering, we should always use with.
With.
Okay, I'm suffering with headache. Okay, Acha, what if you really like to show that it's a great
Severe headache.
Severe, very good. It should be severe. As I'm suffering with severe headache, please grant me a day's leave. Okay, last one, and then we'll take a break. We'll have a conclusion session quickly. Okay, who would like to do it? The last.
Her only husband should not be here.
Yes, her only husband should not be here. Very good. Because she would definitely have only one husband. So, what should be, Ariba? My wife is suffering
From sickness. And
do you think sickness is a disease?
no, my wife is sick.
Very good. My wife is sick.
And as I'm her husband, I may be granted a leave.
So if your wife is sick, then definitely you are her husband.
Oh yeah. My wife is sick and I may be trying to leave, I guess.
Okay, my wife is sick and so grant me a leave. I have to take care of her, okay? My wife is sick and I have to take care of her, so grant me a day's leave. All right, everyone. So first is over, okay? And we have learned that we need to describe actions of character and ambience of any place when we write composition. That was number one. Number two, figures of speech is part and parcel of any composition, okay? It's very much necessary that we add them if we really want to score A or A star. And the last but not the least, mechanics should be paid extra attention to convey the exact idea to the readers. All right, everyone?
Yeah.
Let's start with some riddles. Okay, let's see who answers this one.
Secret.
Secret.
Oh, wow, you people are so quick. Who answered it first?
Me.
Who is this me?
Sharik.
Sharik. Okay, Sharik, good one. Have you all understood, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, good. All right, now let's keep it a rule for it. Let everybody read the riddle first, okay? Take at least 10 seconds and then answer, okay?
Okay.
And everybody should understand. Okay. All right, 10 seconds are over. Yes, Zunera, needle, very good. Very good. The answer is needle. All right, I have an eye, but I can't see. I usually have to work with something in my eye. That is definitely a needle. Okay, next. Yes, who would like to try? Zunabia, would you like to?
No.
No? You don't even like to try?
I don't know what riddles.
Okay, it's okay. You can share your answer.
I don't know.
All right, Abdullah, where are you?
Matchstick.
Matchstick. Very good. Who said that?
Sharik.
Ashraf? Sharik. Okay. All right. Next one.
Key. No.
Sound.
Only key. You are very near. Who said key?
Sharik.
Sharik, you are very near. It's not only key. Somebody please help.
Keyhole.
Keyhole. Yes. Keyhole. Very good. Now this is last one, okay? Please don't say washroom.
Living
Come
room.
on. Your living room does not have any doors or windows. Seriously? Ashraf, where are you? Come on.
I can't think of the answer. Every room has a door.
Come on, Ashraf. Every room has a door. Yes, you are right. But there is a room. Abdullah, where are you?
Oh, I guess oh, it's a mushroom.
Mushroom. Very good. Give a round of applause to yourself, everyone. Good job. You know why I started this part with riddles? Because always remember, if you want to practice for reading for meaning, that is reading and comprehension, you should always play riddles or brain teasers. They are the best one who teach you how to comprehend. Okay, because in paper 2, that is, the entire paper is for reading and comprehension, and their examiners check how much you are able to understand, how much you are able to comprehend what is given, what is written. Okay, so
Can also
riddles
be a,
actually, yes,
can also be a text room or I mean a chat room.
even that chat room has a window. See, we are chatting and we are doing it on a window. All right, Sanavia?
Yeah.
Okay. So, moving on to the paper pattern. We are now talking about paper 2 comprehension. Okay. It has section 1, which is reading for ideas, summary writing. We are not touching upon it. We are touching upon section 2, reading for meaning, question answer part. Okay. Where you are given a narrative passage of 700 words, and it will always be a narrative passage. Okay. In section 1, you will get a factual passage, but in section 2, it's always a narrative passage, a story. Now, there are 4 types of questions. Explicit. Can anybody tell me what is explicit type of question?
The questions where the answers are like.
What are we supposed to do in explicit?
And they are
Yes,
like.
Zunabia?
I don't know.
Come again. No, you know.
Which
The
are very
You were
questions in which
right,
you
I
have to
think.
write more.
straightforward
Explain.
ones.
Just speak it out.
The questions which you have to write more. Explain.
I think there's some distraction. I can't hear you.
The questions in which you have to write
No.
more. Explain.
Explicit is not about explaining.
Questions which are very
Explicit are
straightforward
the types of questions.
and simple.
Have to do. There's next type of question, which is sorry for the distraction. Are you all there?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm so sorry. Okay, so next type of question is implicit. So can anybody tell me what is implicit?
And you have to infer the hidden meaning. Like it's not straightforward.
Very good. When you have to apply, read between the lines, when you have to apply your knowledge, your understanding, your logics. Okay, when you have to think about it, answer is not given in the passage. Okay, when you have to think about it, that is called implicit. It is also called inferential questions, where you have to infer. Infer means, what's the meaning of infer?
Make prediction.
Very good. Make predictions to guess about something, okay? Inferential or implicit. So these are the two kinds of question. The next kind of question is own words question. It is also called explicit type 2 question, where you have to explain the answer. Answer is given in the passage, but you cannot lift the answer from the passage, and you have to change the words. You have to write in your own words, okay? And then there is another type, which is one word question. What are you supposed to do in this type?
Just we have to write one word to answer the question.
Very good.
From the passage.
If it says single word, that means single. If it says consecutive, then how many words?
It will be written consecutive 3 words or 2 words.
Very good. Consecutive 2 or consecutive 3 words, okay? If it says a phrase, what does this mean then?
You find out a phrase.
Okay, very good. You find out a phrase. That means now you cannot answer in one word only. Okay, phrase means it should be either 2 or more than 2.
Group of words.
Very good. Group of words. A sentence, a statement, okay? And then vocabulary exercise. Now from new year, the pattern has been changed and they have added meaning and effect questions as well. Now, if we look very closely to meaning and effect question, they are not a different type of question. They are from these types only. For example, if it's meaning part, then it's definitely own word question. Okay, explicit type 2. And the effect part is actually implicit question, where you have to think about it and you have to apply your knowledge. So whatever strategies we are going to learn or we try in explicit, implicit, own word questions, we apply the same strategies for solving meaning and effect question as well. Okay? Now, okay, now I'm sharing this, I'll play the video right now. Fine. I want you to listen to it very carefully because now this is listening part. Because you will listen to it very carefully and then I'll ask questions later on. So make sure your speakers are fine.
Biologists have mountain lion, puma, cougar, all names for an animal that has long been misunderstood. Feared, hunted, and eliminated from most of its range, the cougar is often believed to be solitary and even heartless. But recently, deep in the Wyoming Wind River Range, biologists have placed motion cameras in dens and in other secluded areas. Through the camera's lens, we're now able to peer into the secret life of these animals and see their close family ties and how truly social, interdependent, and caring they really are. And what has emerged is quite surprising, even to the biologists. Meet female 61, a new mother. She's given birth to 3 kittens. The quiet male, M72. Another male, M80, a firecracker to match his name. And F96, their feisty sister. Kittens like these depend on their mother until they're nearly 2 years old. F61 will devote most of her life to nurturing and providing for her offspring. And that isn't easy. In order to feed them, she sometimes has to leave her 3 kittens alone for days at a time. When she finally returns from a hunt, she calls out and receives a warm greeting from her kittens. The kittens are still young when the cameras capture something astonishing. F61 and M80 are feeding together, and suddenly, a large male emerges from the darkness. Males like this one are known to chase off kittens or even kill them. But after 20 minutes, the male settles in to share the meal with F61 and her kitten. Thanks to the tracking collars, we know that this is actually a family reunion. M80 has just met his father for the first time. Soon the harsh winter makes it especially difficult for this mother to protect her kittens. During a cold spell, temperatures plunge to 35 degrees below zero. Little F96 loses the tops of her ears and tail, earning her the nickname Frostbite. Unfortunately, the family suffers from more than brutal cold. In midwinter, a pack of hungry wolves arrives and attacks the cougar family. M72, the shy male, does not survive. As the months pass, F61 continues to care for her 2 remaining kittens, watching for danger and correcting their playful behavior when they get a little too rough. As the kittens grow, we're able to see intimate glimpses into their close social bonds. We see long, lazy spells of napping, grooming, wrestling, playing tag, and for M80, a refresher on table manners. The camera catches another rare and unexpected moment when Frostbite appears to be coughing, and we are able to see her mother come in to comfort her. When M80 reaches 18 months old, he leaves his mother and sister behind in search of a new home, and eventually a mate. This is really a time for hope, a chance for all of F61's maternal care to pay off. But after 8 months, 150 miles from his birthplace, his search comes to a tragic end. He is killed by a trophy hunter. The deaths of M72 and M80 remind us that it's not easy being a cougar. Habitat loss, trophy hunters, harsh winters and wolves. In the Wind River Range, fewer than 1 in 5 kittens survive to raise a family. Fewer than 1 in 5. The good news is F61, the Wind River mother, is a survivor. She's captured on camera once again, raising a new litter of kittens. She has even adopted an orphaned kitten, one of several adoptions that wildlife biologists have uncovered with this new research. And little Frostbite? She too has beaten the odds and should soon be raising her own kittens. Will her kittens survive to have families of their own? Perhaps the cameras will tell us. It's hard to imagine what these and other cougars go through in the wild. But what we can understand is family. And the moments captured here have shown us the true nature and personalities of these American icons. Their power, their beauty, and how affectionate and caring they really are. And with help from us, we can guarantee their safe and rightful place and ensure that these remarkable animals are around long into the future.
All right, so what have you understood? What is it all about?
About a species of lions.
All right.
Life of cougar.
Cougar, very good. Okay, what is happening with them?
They're endangered.
Yes, they are endangered. Okay.
First, their
Good.
life process on, then how they are dying, why they are dying.
Why are they dying? Good.
They're surviving in a very cold temperature.
Exactly.
First, the narrator said that they were the brutal animals, but soon they showed that they are not brutal, they are caring and kind and all that.
Very good.
The real.
Okay. Now I'm going to pose some questions. Fine. And one by one, we'll first discuss what type of question is this. Okay? You keep a paper and a pen with you and see if you can answer these questions without going back and watching the video. Okay, see how much information you have retained. Okay, question number 1. Just tell me what type of question is this?
Explicit.
One word, miss.
Explicit.
Are these one word? With what names?
I think they're one word answers.
Okay.
Explicit.
Who else is going to tell me? Yes. See, explicit and one word, they are actually the same types. Okay, they are just the names are different. In explicit also, answers are given and you just have to extract. In one word also, answers are given and you just have to extract. Okay, so what were the names going to tell me? The two names for mountain lions.
Cougar and puma.
Puma and cougar, very good. Next question. Ashraf, what's the type?
The type.
Yes.
This is an implicit question.
Do you think the answer is not given?
It is given.
It was given, very good. So when answer is given and you just have to write, what type of question is this?
Explicit.
Explicit, very good. So this is explicit type question. Can anybody compare, please? What are they often believed for?
They were often believed for being brutal and all, like that. But they're
solitary.
like
There were two words used for them. One was solitary and the other one, let me see who has good memory. And the other one is heartless. Heartless, yes. Brutally heart. Okay. And how actually are they?
Caring.
Caring. They have family ties. Very good. Okay, Arisha, what type of question is this?
Wait a second. What do you mean? This is an implicit question.
Very good, because the reason is not given and we have to think about it. Why one of the males have got the name as Firecracker? Who's going to answer? Sharik? You are a male member. Are you there, Sharik?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you tell us why this male kitten has got the name as Firecracker?
No.
No? Okay, do you know what is Firecracker, by the way?
Yes.
We use it on New Year Eve.
Yes.
Why do you think that he has been given the name as Firecracker? The kitten must be very
Dangerous.
dangerous.
No, no.
How
Playful.
can a kitten be dangerous? Playful. Okay, give me some other word for it. Playful is
Curious.
very
Miss Curious.
okay. The word starts with N. Let's try.
Naughty.
Okay, you are very near. What do we call naughty? The same word, same meaning, word starts with M, N.
Nasty.
No, not nasty.
Oh,
It's notorious. Have you heard this word?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Notorious. Okay, so the kitten must be very notorious. Okay, next question. Yes, Zunera. What type of question is this?
Implicit.
Sorry?
Implicit type 2, I guess.
Implicit or explicit?
Explicit.
Yes, explicit type 2, which is own word question. Very good. And what strategy do we apply to answer
We
this?
find the two keywords and do
Okay.
the like that.
All right. Okay, usually we are being taught in this way that we should look for two keywords. But what I teach my students is you should not look for only two keywords. You should rephrase the entire statement in your own words, because you cannot imagine what two keywords are there with the examiner. Okay, it might possible that you consider some other two keywords and you change them. However, with examiner, there are some other keywords. So it's always better if you change the entire phrase, entire statement in your own words, okay? Not leave any chance. Excuse me. So what's the answer?
A family.
In what mother devotes most of her life? There
A
were two
family.
things.
She was taking care of the cubs and all that.
Very good. So there were two phrases. Number one was in nurturing her kids and protecting them. Providing them food. So these were the two things. We are supposed to write in our own words when we are going to answer this. Okay, we cannot use the same phrase. All right. So can anybody rephrase it? Ashraf, can you rephrase the word nurture?
Take care of.
Okay. All right. We also call it bringing up the children, kids. Okay. We also say raising them, grooming them. Okay. These are all for nurturing. And providing them with food.
Feeding them.
Very good. Feeding them. Did somebody ask anything? No? Moving on to next question. Sharik.
They warm their mother well. They
Okay.
welcome their mother warmly when
Very good. They
she
welcome their mother warmly. So what type of question is this?
one word. No.
No.
Explicit.
Explicit. Very
Explicit.
good. Because evidence has to be searched. And evidence would definitely be given in the passage. Okay, moving on. Okay, Ashraf. Why do you think MAT is meeting for the first time to his father? What type of question is this?
Own words.
No, why do you think? Why do you think? What type of question is this? Until unless the question says answer in your own words, you will not imagine it. Okay, you will not consider it that this is own word question.
Okay.
In own word question, you will always receive that statement, answer in your
This
own
might
words.
be an implicit question.
Very good. It is an implicit question, okay? Because it says, why do you think? This is the terminology for implicit question. Look at question number 3. What do you think? This was implicit, remember? Firecracker.
Yes.
Similarly, why do you think? This is again implicit question. And this is the terminology, you think. Where you have to think, it's always implicit. Okay? When you do not have to think, everything is mentioned, it is explicit. So what do you think is the answer? Why is the kitten meeting for the first time to his father? Any idea, Ashraf?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Ariba, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Ariba, can you answer this one?
Maybe because when the father came, they were still sitting where they were. They did not come to meet him. I
Okay,
don't know.
just tell me.
Okay, after the
just tell
birth,
me.
the father maybe left, and so he came
Very
after a long
good.
time.
Exactly, because they said, no, it's a reunion. Remember? In the video, they said that it was a reunion. That means father must have left. And that's what usually happens in animals' family. Only mothers are responsible for all the feeding up and nurturing of the babies. Usually fathers don't take care of them. All right?
But it's surprising to see that the father didn't kill them, or seriously. They might
Exactly.
have.
In the video, they said that fathers usually kill their own kids or
Yeah.
chase them away. But this was surprising that this father didn't do anything. He just came, he settled, and he started enjoying the meal with them. Yes. Okay. So he was meeting with his father for the first time because his father left when he was born.
Young. Yeah,
Okay. Yes, when he was born, when he was very young. Okay, moving on. Now, what type of question is this? Do you think the reason was mentioned in the video?
I think yes.
Yes, the reason was mentioned in the video. So if the reason was mentioned, then this is?
Explicit.
Explicit type of question. Very good. Can anybody remember what was the reason?
Actually, the F96 got first was feisty because he ate a lot, and then he got cold, so he forced bite or something like that.
Frostbite,
Something
yes.
related to her ears.
Very good, very good. Actually, she lost the top of her ears and tail because of so much cold. And that's the reason she
Yeah.
got the name frostbite. Okay? It's okay if you do not remember things, because obviously in your examination you will get the passage in front of you. You can always refer back to it. Right now we have just listened to the comprehension, so it's okay if you have forgotten. Okay? It's okay. Okay, this one. What type of question is this? Where you have to list down things. Explicit.
Implicit?
Very good.
Explicit.
Explicit, yes. Because see, the reasons were given, the causes were given.
Yeah.
And what were those causes which we discussed, I think so initially? We started
Pack
our
of
discussion.
wolves.
Those
Pack
hungry
of
wolves.
wolves. And Sharik, are you there?
Yes.
So what's the other reason, Sharik? One was pack of wolves and the other?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Who else remembers?
Hunters, I think.
That is wolves. Pack of wolves were actually hunters for them. And what were they afraid of?
Losing their
Harsh
habit.
The weather condition.
weather condition, harsh winters. Okay? Harsh winters.
Extremity of the winters.
Ji beta? Did you say anything, Ariba?
I said extreme winter conditions.
Extreme winter. Very good. Okay, this question. What, according to the writer, the mother focuses more when her kittens start growing older? Answer in your own words. So, what type of question is this?
Own word
Own
question.
words.
Own word questions. Very good. Do you remember what were the two things?
Manners.
Very good. She was teaching them manners. That means the grooming part.
Yes.
And their protection. Okay, the second one was their protection, their security. Okay, Sharik.
I don't remember the two words.
Tragic.
Very good. One was tragic and the other word, the very next to it, tragic. Anybody else? Okay, it was tragic end, E-N-D, end. Okay, tragic end. And this is which type of question?
One word question, but states two consecutive words.
Very good. This is one word type of question, an explicit one. Okay. Yes, Zonera. Arisha, are you there? All right. What effect does the writer want to give when he says that frostbite has beaten the odds? What type of question is this?
Implicit?
Who would like? Implicit. Very good. And what does this mean? Frostbite has beaten the odds.
She has done something which was not
She
expected.
lost
Actually, see, in the beginning, there were total 3 kittens. Okay, the shy one died. Then M80 met a very tragic end. So now they are saying frostbite has beaten the odds. Now link it. What does this
She
mean?
didn't die.
No. She's not getting died.
She did not die.
Okay, yes, she did not die. So as she
She
did
survived,
not
I
die,
guess.
very good. She was the only one who
survived.
survived. Okay, she has beaten the odds, all the hurdles. She has beaten them all. Okay, so she was the only one who survived. Was it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All types of questions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's good. Now we are moving on to the last part of our today's session, which is vocabulary enhancement activity. And the activity is you have to unjump the given words. All the words
Anagrams?
No, these are not anagrams. The meaning is given of this word. Okay, the first word.
Misunderstood?
Okay, very good. You are very quick. All right. But wait for your turn, okay? Ashraf, this one is for you. Arisha, you are back?
Yes.
Where were you?
It was some internet issue. I don't know. Where are we now?
Were you able to watch the video?
Yes, I was able to watch the video.
Okay, were you there when we discussed question answers?
Only the starting ones. I wasn't there when we were discussing the end question.
Oh. Okay, we discussed a lot of questions and their types, so you missed out that. Now we are on the last part of the session. It's okay?
Okay.
No problem. This is vocabulary enhancement activity where you have to unjumble these words. The meaning of the word is given along with it.
Okay.
So Ashraf is now trying the second one. First one is done by Ariba.
Okay, what is the first one?
Misunderstood.
The first one was misunderstood. The second one,
Okay.
Ashraf.
I don't know, miss.
Okay, does anybody else know? Okay, let me give you a hint. The word starts with E. And it's in the past tense. Very good. Eliminated.
Eliminated has two I.
Oh, yes, I think it's... oh, yeah, this is L. It should be, yes, it should have two I. You're right. Okay. Next one. Arisha, would you like to try?
Okay, I'm thinking
The
that.
words are all from the video. Okay.
I know.
I know it.
Yes. Okay, Zunera, if Arisha is unable to answer, you can.
Oh, shit.
But in solitude, there is no why. Shouldn't be solitude.
No, it's not solitude. It's not solitude. Okay, Zunera.
Solitary. Maybe.
Solitary.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Zunera. Okay, next one. Sharik.
No. Hidden from view.
Secluded.
Secluded. Wonderful. Okay. Ariba.
Immersed.
Immersed. Very good. Ashraf.
Devoted. Oh, devote.
Devote. Good. Arisha.
Bring up a child. Nurture.
Nurture. Very good. Zunera.
Astonishing.
Wow. Sharik.
Reunion.
Reunion. This is the last one.
Plunged.
Plunged. Very good. So let's conclude today's session. We have learned in the second half of the session that there are 4 types of questions: explicit, implicit, own words, and one word. If explicit and implicit questions can be easily solved if comprehension skills are strong. All right, that means if when you really know where the answer lies, only then you will be able to solve them. Okay? Own words and one word questions can be solved if vocabulary is strong. So that means this part of the paper has to be solved by 2 things: comprehension skills and vocabulary. These 2 things should be very strong. So what can you do? If you want to enhance your vocabulary, you must read as much as possible. And if reading is not possible, which usually is because you people have a lot of other subjects also to work on, you have a lot of pressure on yourself, so you do not get time for reading, you can do these things also. You can play vocabulary games, you can watch documentaries just like you did right now, you can listen to English news also, and you can play a lot of riddles and brain teasing.